9:42 p.m. at night. I really need to be studying for pre-calculus. I've been procrastinating because I have this like problem slash thing I want to talk about, and I feel like the only way to not need to talk about it is to talk about it. Being afraid to reread books. I think I've mentioned this fear before, but like lately it's been bugging me so much, and it's so irrational but rational at the same time. Oh, maybe some of you guys can relate. As you guys know, one of my favorite books is The Raven Cycle by Maggie C. Vader. Their book is Shatter Me by Tara Mafi. I love that series. And then recently, of course, A Court of Mist and Fury and A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I have had the urge like so badly to want to go back and reread The Raven Cycle because I feel like the book is so intense and there's just so much that I know I've only read it once, but I know if I read it again, there's going to be stuff that I pick up on that I didn't read or didn't notice when I first read it. I think this is one of like the pros of rereading books, is that like you pick up things that you didn't notice before, and you just like, you laugh at jokes that you may not have gotten previously. I think it's like one of the best things is going back and rereading a book, but lately like I've been so afraid to, because I feel like I think I talked about this a little bit, but one of my like so many pet peeves, like so many things that I loved in books back when I was 13 are just like just like pet peeves for me now. And you know, some of the things, like for example, I am about to make my wrap-up video for this month, or for last month, kind of like a combination thing, and there's this book Fallen by Lauren Kate, which I was so excited to read, but like I just couldn't get through it, like because it was so cringeworthy to me because of so many things in the book that are just like pet peeves, right? And so I'm thinking back to some of like the books that I just absolutely loved when I was younger, and I'm thinking of how many of these like little pet peeve moments must have happened, and that's like my biggest fear, is like these books that just I have a certain image of it in my mind, right? And then I'm afraid to go back and read them and then have that image be shattered by all this stuff that I don't like now, and God, I just want to read. Okay. Sorry, it's kind of a rambling video. Maybe I'll make this a normal thing where I talk about topics like this on my floor at 9 o'clock at night with no caffeine. Raven Cycle, like books that changed my life specifically. It's like knowing a person, right? It's like you have a best friend, and like you guys been best friends for like maybe like 6 or 7 years, and you just can't imagine like this person any other way. Like they just, you know this person so well, and then it's like not seeing that person for like a month, and then like seeing that person again, and then they're like completely different. Like that's my biggest fear when it comes to books, is like that I'll go back and reread these books that changed my life, and then I'll read them and like the illusion shatters for me or something. Like, I know this sounds so dramatic. This is also kind of personal, but I wasn't gonna say anything until I was sure, but I really want to get a really small tattoo of a kind of a combination between The Raven Cycle, Shatter Me by Tara Mafi, and Percy Jackson, like the 3 books that just like changed my life. So before I do that though, I want to go back and reread these books, but a part of me, like I said, is scared because what if I read them and I hate them? Like, okay, let me just put that out there. That's like the fear, okay? I just need to say it. What if I read them and I hate them? But I know I won't, because like it hasn't been that long since I've read like The Raven Cycle, but what if in like 30 years I read them and I hate them? And it's just like, can you tell? This has been like a problem for me for a while. Like, let me know your opinion, because I don't, like, how do you guys feel about rereading books? Because normally, there's only a few books I go back and reread. I've already reread the Shatter Me series like a ton of times, but for me, when I go back and reread it, I don't read it in order. Like, I'll just jump to specific chapters that I know have quotes that I really love and that like I need to read them sometimes. And so, okay, I don't know. It's just, I apologize, this video is kind of all over the place, but yeah, like why should I be afraid of rereading books though? I mean, like I said, worst case scenario, I end up hating a book that I loved. Best case scenario, I end up loving a book that I already loved and I just love it more. But would hating a book that you once loved take away what you learned from that book? Like, see, this is where I have a dilemma, because like books that change your life, right? Like if you go back and read them and they're just like terrible to you, like what does that mean? What is the meaning of life? Like, oh god, like I don't know. I'm just at this point of just rambling, and I really need to do my pre-calculus homework, but I just feel like, I don't know. God, I don't know. So see, rereading books is so easy for some people, and maybe it's because they reread books that are just really good books, and that doesn't make any sense. Okay, wait, backtrack. Does anybody else have this fear? I guess that's like the main point of this video, is I need to know that I'm not alone in this fear, because I have some books that just, like The Raven Cycle, like I can't ever imagine like not loving The Raven Cycle, but that's so weird. That's such a weird thing to say, I'm sorry. I feel like it's one of those hashtag book nerd problems kind of things that you see, but on like a more serious note, like I'm like literally afraid to reread some books because I feel like I already know I'm not gonna like some parts of them, but at the same time, like, I'll still like them because at some point, some version of myself liked that book, you know what I mean? Like, 13-year-old Naya loved, like, some books that almost 18-year-old Naya now would just be like, what are you reading? Like, that was terrible, like, what? Thanks you guys for watching. This is kind of like a random, just little ramble question video, but let me know if you like it, because I have a ton of these ideas that I want to kind of, things that I want to talk about, but I don't know. I usually can't make these kind of videos until like late at night, because then it's like my brain calms down a bit and I can like think better. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, keep reading and I'll talk to you later. Bye!